Okay, I know this is a really old video, but I see you're still commenting on it, which means I take it you haven't had sufficient and satisfactory answers from atheists. So, without further ado, I'll answer some of your questions real quick. First, I'll play them.
My name is Dan Kieran and I'm from Vancouver,
Nice to meet you,
Columbia,
Dan.
Canada. I'd like to say a few things about atheism and present it for your consideration.
Okay.
If there is no God, then there's no way to assign value to anything, such as human life being of any greater value than other life forms.
Okay, that statement is you're looking at it objectively, not subjectively. As a human being, I value people of my own species because we are what is called a kind of like a wolf pack, you know? I mean, you take care of members of your own tribe, basically. We're social primates. And subjectively and collectively, we value human life above animal life. In fact, we eat lots of them. However, there's people like me who have dogs, and I value my dog a lot. Say hello, Ina. Hello. Okay, so anyways, we'll get back to your video and your questions.
Or intangible objects like rocks or trees.
Objectively, there's no value.
Another point to consider is that if there's no individual identity or soul that continues after death, then there's no ultimate accountability for behavior during one's lifetime.
Stop right there. Yes, there is accountability for behavior during one's lifetime. It's called the criminal justice system. Okay? But yeah, in the end, we all get the same thing, oblivion, a dirt nap. I'm pretty sure I don't see any evidence for souls. I base all of my beliefs off evidence. Not wishful thinking, not pie in the sky. You know, I'll get my reward in the end for working, hard all my life, in an afterlife. I find priests promise these things and they charge money, and I'm very cynical about that. Okay, so I'll let you get back to your deal.
So, for example, one could
Had too much
steal
coffee.
or murder other people.
People do steal, and they do murder other people. Luckily, we have a court system.
Commit a variety of heinous crimes, and if one were clever enough or powerful enough, he or she could get away with that.
Yeah, George Bush.
And live to be a ripe old age.
I'm sure he will live to a ripe old age.
And then die, and never give an account.
That's right. The rich usually aren't held accountable
for the behavior that he committed. And so Hitler or Stalin, for example, or
are dead.
Any individual that wanted to steal from a store or commit the perfect murder or whatever could do that.
All right, just a second. I got to pause you. First of all, I think you're talking about fairness. There's nothing fair in the universe. Fairness is a human concept. That's not nature. That's not reality. Life is not fair. I'm sure you've heard that before. You look like you're an older gentleman. I thought you would have came to terms with that at this age. I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm just telling you life is not fair. It sucks, but it's very true. A lot of people live privileged lives and other people are working class and uneducated and obese, and it's not fair. Not everybody's pretty, not everybody's intelligent, not everybody's beautiful, and that's not fair, but that's the way life is.
Without any consequences, because we know that it's possible for humans to be clever enough to get through the justice system or to avoid the justice system altogether.
If you have enough money and good lawyers.
And then after they die, there would be no accounting.
It's not fair, is it?
The crimes and the pain, the suffering that they inflicted on others during their lifetime.
Very true.
if there's no God, and if there's
That's
no
right.
ultimate judgment for individuals after death.
That's right.
Even Buddhism isn't adequate to provide for ultimate accountability, because Buddhism teaches that everyone will become part of the cosmic consciousness eventually after multiple
Nirvana.
births and so on.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's no real individual accountability within that system either. So I just want to offer these thoughts to you for your consideration, and I'd be interested in seeing what you might have to say about that, to engage in any discussion as much as that's possible through this meeting.
Okay.
Thank you, and bye for now.
All right. Okay, you were wondering about like my parents. I think you said in your description box. My mother is a Methodist, and Methodist is a mainstream, fairly progressive church. I mean, they like have gay, of course, gay and lesbian is redundant, but they had a lesbian pastor, and she goes to church. I don't really think she gets the issues because I don't think she knows the Bible like I do and exactly how absurd it is. My father's kind of an atheist, non-believer, but when my grandmother died, he was kind of wishy-washy, and I think he kind of might believe a little bit in souls, is kind of like wishful thinking. Me, I was confirmed in the Methodist Church, but I never believed a word of it, ever. I mean, even at 10, I was an atheist. At 5, I quit believing in Santa Claus. I don't believe things without evidence. Um, I'm a Missourian. This is the show me state. I want to see your evidence. I mean, I don't even totally subscribe to M theory because I don't think there's enough empirical evidence out there to confirm it. And I'm running up on 7 minutes, so I'm just going to cut this off here. As you can tell, I've had too much coffee. But yeah, so that's basically atheism. And I think your main problem with it is that it's not fair. And life isn't fair. I mean, you should know that, okay? Thank you.